Hi guys, so I am just stopped back from a night out with my mum where we went to see a Runrig tribute band, and it was amazing. They were called Beat the Drum. It was like so good. I'd bought tickets for my mum for Christmas as a wee mother-daughter memory making day. Anyway, oh, my lights are still on my car, better turn them off. Oh, they are off. Oh. Right, yes, sorry, just waving at my neighbour who's leaving our house. Yeah, anyway, so my flabber is gasted is why I've actually turned this camera on myself, right? On my way home, I put on my tunes, and I'd put an old CD in of like 60s, 70s tunes from my mum because she's of that era, and I thought, well, get some music on that she likes to get her in the mood, you know. Anyway, I did not realise that love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. But what is it? How does it start again? It goes, I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. Oh, oh, oh. Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. I see it in the wind, or something like that. What is it? I hear it in the wind. So go on, let it show. I can't remember the words. Anyway, that song, I did not realise that Wet Wet Wet, is that who had a hit with it in the 90s? I did not realise that was not the original. That was not the original. Who knew? I'm flabbergasted. My flabber is gasted. Anyway, yeah. I'll catch up with you in a minute when I'm in the house. Hello. Okay, I found my selfie stick. I keep looking at the wrong bit of the camera. Yeah, so I am just back from seeing a band with my mom. It was a tribute band. It was Runrig, and they were called Beat the Drum. And it was a really, really, really good vibe. So I recommend, if you've not seen them and you fancy seeing them, that you check them out if you're ever in Scotland, because I don't know if they play other places, but yeah. They were just like really good. The crowd was amazing. And then on the way home, because so basically we went to see them because like when I was younger, my parents were my dad was in the army, and we stayed in Germany for a period of time, and so we were like really homesick, and my parents were homesick, and they were like really, really big Runrig fans, and we were like super Scottish patrioticness, more than some Scottish people actually are. Because like they were homesick, and like Scotland was like amazing place. Well, it still is in its own way. Just yabbering on here. But point of story is that so that's how I first got into Runrig. And when we came back to Scotland, my dad and my mum were into like camping, and they also wanted us to experience, like me and my sisters, different parts of Scotland. And my dad planned this amazing camping trip one time, where we worked our way up, like from the middle of Scotland up to past Braemar and up to Nairn area along the top that way, down the side of Loch Ness, Fort William, along to Bannockburn. Is Bannockburn up the top or the bottom? I think that's in near Stirlingshire. Anyway, then I think Bannockburn is Stirling. Went to Stirling Castle, went up the Wallace Monument, all these kind of things. It was like super cool. I don't know if it was that year or one year. So my dad, when he learned to drive when he was in his 30s, I think, and so he bought this car. And my mum was telling me the story on the way back from that gig there, that when we were trying to, so Glencoe has like quite a steep hill when you're driving up it, and the car must have been really struggling because there's like my mum and dad, me and my two sisters, and then like a boot full of camping stuff, and then we've also like got our feet up on like sleeping bags and ground sheets and whatever other luggage that we took with us, me and my sisters in the back. Yes, so and the car must have really been struggling to get up. And wherever my dad was, wherever I was sitting in the back, he must have seen me like bless myself. And he was like what you blessing yourself for. Um, so I think that it had come, like, he was a bit pissed off. Like, maybe I was thinking his driving wasn't good enough because I'm like blessing myself, and my mum like just burst out laughing at the fact that I was blessing myself. I don't remember this ever happening, right? But clearly I must have been scared, and I'm just like, please God, let us live. Let's just get up this hill. We're really struggling with all this luggage in the back. Anyway, so yeah, I did not know that story before tonight, and I just thought it was like insanely hilarious. But you know, don't bring your children up Catholic and teach them to put their trust in God for in all scenarios. If you don't want them to bless themselves because you're driving so bad. I don't think his driving was bad. I think his driving was fine, but I was just like scared we weren't gonna get up this big hill. Yep, so that was something I learned. See, memories shared. So the next time I see my dad, I'll ask him about that and see if he remembers. Yeah, so that was my little story. But yeah, Runrig gig was amazing, even though it wasn't really them. It would have been so cool to see original Runrig back in the day with Donny Monroe. I sometimes see Pete Wisher out and about in Perth. I can't remember what he played. That's really bad, isn't it? Were you keyboards? Were you bass? Did you play a guitar? Anyway, he is now an SNP politician. I've seen him when we were out at like a couple of pubs, and sometimes he's been there and seen a couple of bands. Like This Is Me and My Man when we've been out, and yeah. So I don't know if he was there tonight. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he's sick of Runrig now. Who knows? But that was just a little wee video about what happened tonight. Anyway, catch up again soon. Hi. So shout out to Bren I can't say your name. What is wrong with me? Bren P Grace is his channel. Yeah, so congratulations to him. He was living in his car for a few years there. Whilst he was paying off some debts. He is a recovering alcoholic, and he's done really well on his journey of sobriety. It's been really good to watch him on his YouTube channel, and now he has just not long moved into an apartment with his girlfriend, who's really lovely. She's called Emma, and she also has a channel called Emma Sim. I think it's emma.sim, so shout out to you too. Anyway, I was just thinking about you because you Bren, because I've got these fairy lights in my flat apartment that I keep up all year just because they're cheery. But Bren on his channel, he'll sometimes like have a live in the red light lounge. Well, I'm live in the salt lamp lounge. So I got this for Christmas from my mum. It's like really cool, and it just gives the place a nice cozy glow. So when I'm chatting to you guys, sometimes I might be in the salt light lounge. Now, this is really cool. I got this from some random website, and it's a cool piece of metal artwork that I put up, and I just love it because it makes me feel like I am up a mountain even though I'm not. So it brings it outside in. I just love bringing the outside in. Woo! Oh yeah! It's late, guys. It's like 25 to 12.